gongo lako na fimbo yako zitanifariji mimi. Waandaa meza mbele yangu machoni pa watesi wangu. Hakika wema nazo fadhili
alikuwa anatupenda hata watoto wetu. Mtoto hawezi kusema ati baba yake alimpiga. Labda mimi nilikuwa nawapiga, si ndivyo?
Wacha tu.
Kwa hivyo siku yake ilifika. Tunaomba Mungu atushike, tukimuomba kwa yale mazuri atatusaidia.
Simeon took it upon himself to train me in many aspects of life. He encouraged me to be bold and stand for what was right, regardless of what others said. Whatever decisions he made, he would have thoroughly thought them through and could therefore defend them anywhere and anytime.
Very highly principled, and somebody who is result-oriented, meaning if he was doing anything, he would set a target and would ensure that he has a way of monitoring whatever was going on. Not just saying the project is ongoing. He wants to see results, and results within a specified period.
I'm happy to say here one thing that I've seen. The grandchildren and the children of Nyachae have said one thing, that they will stick to his motto: respect, integrity, and love for one another. They have said that they would not let MUSALIA down.
I have learned a great deal from him over the years, and there are very few that has his kind of principles. And he was always proud.
We are truly blessed and to have experienced your wisdom and kindness and love. You taught us priceless lessons in life, such as the importance of waking up early, doing all that we can when it's still and quiet.
Even as we mourn the loss of the late Mzee Nyachae, let us celebrate him for his distinguished public service, which contributed to Kenya's economic growth.
A very strong personality, a go-getter. At no time for anything that he didn't consider professional. In losing Simeon Nyachae, we have lost an elder whom we would all have been deferring to at this particular time. I want to, on my own behalf, on behalf of my own family, Pauline would have been here with me, but Grace knows that we truly value the friendship with the Nyachae family. May the good Lord rest his soul in everlasting peace. Amen.
So it's helped so many Kenyans to acquire education. When you go to the United States, you'll find villages filled by Kenyans who were actually beneficiaries of Simon's generosity. You go to New Jersey, you go to Texas, you go to Minnesota, where my friend, the deputy governor, was. Very many Kenyans there. Many he sent to India, to China, all over the world. So he's made a tremendous contribution to our country. When he became a minister, I was a member of parliament. And we were, of course, opposition, and he was in the government. But we worked very closely together with Simon as a minister for agriculture, later minister for finance.
In everything except biology, I am Nyachae's son. Because he raised me, I spent so much time with him, I traveled with him. And probably 2/3 of the impact he had in my life cannot actually be verbalized. And it's difficult to describe Nyachae in very few words. And I'm not alone. Actually, if we had time, let me be very sincere here. There are hundreds of people, those that were described by Prime Minister Raila Odinga here, hundreds of young people from all walks of life in this country, from Kisii, from all communities of this country, who would probably be nothing today had it not been for the personal intervention of Simeon Nyachae in their lives. It will take a long time to comprehensively verbalize what Nyachae meant to very many people, including myself. As I conclude, I just want to ask, first of all, thank my mothers who are here and my brothers and sisters from the Nyachae family. I thank you on behalf of the hundreds of young people who passed through Nyachae's hands. Thank you for sharing your father with us. And thank you for graciously accommodating us in your framework of things. I have never come across a complaint or displeasure or unhappiness in this family, even when Mzee sometimes spent hours with us, counseling these people or doing this. May the Lord bless you and continue to bless you for that.
Mzee Nyachae had this characteristic, and when he passed away, I really thought about it. What was it? And it just dawned on me that that characteristic was one where he believed in lifting each other up, lifting people up, lifting colleagues up. In other words, there are two ways of creating equity. One of them is bringing somebody down, what they call in our slangs, pull him down, PhD. And a lot of Kenyans believe that the way to equate us is to bring others down so that we are all equal. But there are those Kenyans who know that the best way of creating equity is to bring those who are down up. And that's what I notice most in Mzee Nyachae.
Let me take the first opportunity to pay my deepest condolences on my own behalf and indeed on behalf of my wife Tessie, who is with me here today. She is like a younger sister to Mama Grace Nyachae. Let me execute my 2 minutes as follows. I served in the same cabinet with Mzee Nyachae. As young as I was then, he was like the elder brother in that cabinet. I was a minister for finance. He was a minister for agriculture. I served my 5 years as Minister for Finance, and he did his term as Minister for Agriculture. After the 1997 elections, we switched positions. I became the Minister for Agriculture, and he became the Minister for Finance. A very thorough individual. very professional in approach, very candid, fearless. He always humored up cabinet sessions. But perhaps when one looks at Nyachae, you also see somebody who stood for merit. He didn't believe in shortcuts. The integrity of the public service was perhaps at its highest during the tenure of Simeon Nyachae. As the Chief Secretary, I can tell you, I saw moments that were both hilarious but very strange. When Simeon Nyachae was Chief Secretary, ministers used to address him as Sir. Can you imagine? Ministers would actually call him Sir, because he carried a lot of dignity in that office. There was even talk that sometimes if Simeon Nyachae called a PS or called a provincial commissioner somewhere when he was the Chief Secretary, it is rumored that the PS or even the Chief Secretary would actually stand up to talk on the phone when even Simeon Nyachae was not in that room. Just in case he's watching over you. This was him. And as I conclude, I just say that also as a politician, I had my encounter with him. I attended his cultural events at Nyanturago Stadium, just to attest to the fact that those who say he loved culture, he did. He was a good man. He stood with his family. He stood with his friends. He was also compassionate. He spent time also visiting my father in moments of sickness on his own. He suffered his pain gracefully. He saw the dark side of politics as well. And during that moment, they became friends with the late Moses Mudavadi. It is strange that February 1st is when he was taken by the Lord. He was born on February 6th. His other friend, Mzee Moi, was also taken in February. Moses Mudavadi was also taken in February. Let's hope February does not take anybody else. But may his soul rest in eternal peace. May his family continue to live in God's name and to have his favor and to have his spirit moving with you now and forevermore. Mzee Nyachae, rest in eternal peace. You are a great son of Kenya. Thank you.